All right, y'all. Welcome to another Tuesday, man. If you're here, make sure you share the line. We're gonna go ahead and get this party started. So, thank y'all for being with us, and let's go. Yeah, it's about that time. You're rocking with your boy Damo Unleash and Sky Black on the Nashville Caveman Podcast. Stay tuned.
Phone on the whip with the crystals on the side. Doors flip up, yeah, we call it suicide. Creeping like a spider every time that I ride. Yeah, I smile at my haters just to fuck with they pride. And all so dope, then the truth tell a lie. $1 million dreams make a broke nigga high. Dudes get mad when they really say hi. The paint so wet that it make a pussy slide. Some rooftop with the wood grain grip. Ain't even raining, but the paint still drip. I'm not even traveling, but baby, I'm a trip. So she riding up the mountainside just to see the tip. Top of the world, that's what they ain't wanna be. Riding in a battle, heading to my legacy. Crystals on the chrome, yeah, the body so G. I'm a stunt so hard, niggas can't stay.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Tuesday, the Nashville Caveman Podcast. I'm one half of your host, Damo Unleash. Welcome in. We're glad you're here. If y'all could do us a favor, please share the link. That is the fastest way to get us out there. But at this time, I'm going to roll out the red carpet for a good friend of mine that's like a brother. And here go the carpet. The floor is yours.
Man, how you doing, my friend? It's been a long 2 weeks.
I love streets, man.
I hope everybody got a chance to go out the boat last Tuesday. Man, I thought the lines were going to be long. Either they did a lot of early voting, because I was in there for 5 minutes and I was gone. Like, it was that fast. Like, Jesus Christ. So I hope everybody got a chance to go out and vote. We'll probably talk about the results of the election, but I'm glad it's a Tuesday. You know, it's my favorite time of the day. Don't forget, later on today, the D-Bling radio show will be on from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. The replay from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. And for those of y'all who want to stream the music, you can go to offtoprecords.net and stream the music. Hey, Jasmine, how you doing? And let's start this Tuesday off with a bang.
Man, we are less than, what is it? What's the day now? The 12th. Well, so we are about 3 weeks away from announcing the male and female soul-driven artists of the year. Now, here's what's going to come with that. The trophies, of course. Here's the female trophy for female artists of the year. This is our first annual. Here is the male trophy, soul-driven artists of the year. Okay? So we are not right now. I'm no longer taking artists. The artists that we have, those are the artists that you guys can vote on. But get this. Y'all going to bless two artists.
Rachel.
The female artist is going to get $100 with the trophy. And the male artist is going to get $500.
Okay.
So females, if we get more of you guys active in the contest next year, the money will be more. The reason why the difference in the money is the difference in the artists. I only got 3 female artists, but I got almost 20 male artists. So that's why there's more money going to the males. So females, when 2025 come around, if y'all want that pot to be bigger, man, I need you guys to get active, all right? But that's what's going on. I'm going to announce it December 1st. The female artist of the year are going to get her money on the 1st. The male artist of the year are going to get his December 6th. And I'm happy because the good thing about it is somebody's going to be blessed for Christmas. So that's the good thing. You know what I mean? I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited about it. And I'm excited about you guys being here, man. Sky, football-wise, man, what do you think, man, the state of the Denver Broncos right now? Because I can tell you the state of the Colts stink. And the Browns ain't even worth talking about.
Well, before I say that, Rachel, I'm doing okay. How are you doing? Shouts out to everybody up in Indiana. Man, it was heartbreaking because I just knew today I was gonna wear my Bronco hat with my Bronco shirt and stuff. I just knew it was gonna happen. And out of all the stuff that happened, they blocked, what was it, a 38-yard field goal? They blocked the field goal. Not mishandled, not kicked it wide left, wide right, not kicked it short. It got blocked. I just knew Denver was gonna give Kansas City their first loss. And I will be darned. They found a way. Your birthday is Thursday? Well, I will make sure.
Happy birthday. Happy early birthday.
And they blocked it with 0 seconds left on the clock. They blocked the game-winning field goal. So we lost, what was it, 14-16? Something like that? Yeah.
Wow.
So Kansas City is now like 9-0 and we are 5. So they're like 4 games up in the division. Hell, they might win the division by week 12, man. I'm telling you.
Man,
you welcome, Rachel. How's your family doing? Yeah, so my team, yeah, that was just bad luck, man. So how was yours?
It stink. Absolutely.
I miss you too. Right.
Let me tell you, but it's okay. Both my football teams stink. One of them, I think, right now is like maybe 4-6 or 4-7. The Browns ain't even worth mentioning them. You know, we sellers right now. We selling off everybody. We just sold off Smith to Detroit. So Zadarius Smith is gone. Amari Cooper, we traded him to the Bills. He's gone. So the Browns is just, man, we selling right now.
So did the Colts win Sunday?
No, we lost. Oh, okay. We lost to the Bills by 10. But on a good note, y'all, the NBA has started, and guess whose team is number 1 in the league right now?
Yours, 12-0. Congratulations.
12-0, baby. 12-0.
See, that's what happens when you play as a team. In the league. That's what happens when you play as a team and you have a coach that you believe in. That is amazing. Congratulations to the Cavaliers. There are no superstars. There are no selfish people. Everybody knows their role. They know their strength. They know their weaknesses. And they got a coach that's saying, hey, you stand here, you stand there, you do this, you do that. I'm going to put you in positions to be successful. So, yeah, congratulations on it.
Yeah, so I've been happy about the NBA. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't like the Lakers where LeBron James had to shoot his kid down to the G League.
Man, he sent this kid to high school, back down to elementary. And he got the money, so I wouldn't be too upset. He do need to develop. I don't even think he should have been drafted, but I understand him drafting him. I get it. You know, while you guys are here, could y'all do me a favor, man? Could y'all say a prayer for my wife? Last Tuesday, also, she had surgery on her knee, so she's been recuperating. Man, she is a trooper.
Amen.
I mean, you wouldn't even know that she went through a major knee surgery because she even keeled at all times. You know what I'm saying? And these are the moments that, you know, Sky, we talk about marriage a lot, right? Mm-hmm. These are the moments where marriage is important. Having somebody to care for you.
Absolutely.
When you can't really care for yourself 100%. Mm-hmm. So a lot of y'all be so selfish about, you know, what it is, you know, over, y'all break up your marriages over the most minute thing. But y'all don't think about this part. You know, when you need somebody, who's going to be there for you? You know what I'm saying? And so that's very important. As a husband, I really understand the value of that. When I'm not feeling good, having, you know, a wife to be able to take care of me, and when she down, me being able to take care of her, that is of utter importance.
Absolutely.
So, if y'all can say a prayer for my wife,
absolutely. She's gonna always be in my prayers, man. She's a trooper. She's gonna be in my prayers. And you know what I'm saying? Hey, like you said, man, she's one of the strongest people we know, right?
Right. Definitely the strongest person I know. Mm-hmm. And as far as like even keel, I don't even want to use strength. I want to just say even keel. Like it's hard to know when something going on with her because she's upbeat at all times. always smiling, always, chipper, man. I mean, and that's great to have a partner that's like that. So,
absolutely, especially when the world is beating you down, you need somebody with that positive energy. Absolutely.
Sure enough, man.
Absolutely. Rachel, I don't know when I'm coming back, Rachel. I've asked Johnny and them when they're running again, but I have no clue what's going on with New Focus Wrestling. So I want to come back to Evansville as soon as possible, but I don't know what's going on with them, him or Chloe or anything. So if you have some information, you can tell me. Please let me know. Go ahead, Davo.
Hey, Sky. Oh, and I already told you, player. I already told you. Hold on, y'all. Let me step back. Y'all see the guitar?
Yes. Ow.
Hold on.
You sharp as a tack.
Man,
I'm scared to touch it.
I almost stopped myself.
Look, I'm scared to touch it.
Man, Music City.
Ain't too close, don't cut yourself.
It's got Music City all over.
Absolutely.
This is one of the most Nashville blazers I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm. I like it. That is really dope.
Thank you, brother.
That is really dope. Yeah, I haven't heard nothing from them neither, but yeah, it would be good to see you too. I'm gonna have to come back up to Evansville just to visit people. I always try to wait till I get booked to come up there, but you're right, it's been too long.
And that's my part of town, Evansville. That's Indiana, man. Indianapolis, Coke Nation. Shoot, man. I may have to take a day off and go with y'all when you do go one day.
Yeah, man. Let's go up there. Absolutely. I got peoples up there. Yep, absolutely. So what is your thing about the election? What is your take on it?
So, we gotta get in that. Let me actually go to the itinerary to let everybody know what we're gonna be discussing today. Definitely gonna be discussing that. All right. So Costco has a doomsday bucket. So that's gonna be interesting. It's a food bucket. But I gotta let y'all know what this and what's all included in this. Pretty fascinating. Also, we're gonna be talking about the election results and people's reaction. The reactions is even crazier than the results themselves. So we're gonna talk about it. Because she couldn't stop ordering food. She kept door dashing, Uber Eats, just buying food every day, 2-3 times a day. You know what I'm saying? And even took out a loan to get some food. So we're going to talk about that, right? Interest versus value. Our interest in you plus versus how we value you, ladies. We're going to talk about that. And then this lady had an interesting comment. And I said, this is something we should talk about. She says, you're going to need more than just a hoe to keep a man. This is what the female said. Ladies, y'all need more than just a hoe to keep a man. So we're going to be talking about that. Sky, before we do get into that, though, I got to get into some music because I like representing the artists that have come through here. So we're definitely going to do that. And then we're going to talk about this election result and then just the reaction. Because the reaction is just phenomenal. I'm just like, I'm in shock at the way some people reacted to this. So y'all stay tuned. Make sure y'all share the live. We're going to go into some music right quick. We will be right back. Thank y'all for staying tuned in.
Ain't nobody colder. I'm from Minnesota. Just keeping it cool. I'm just keeping my cool. Oh, got you new frame. I'm a nice guy. Don't let me wrong. I can be the bad guy. Gotta keep it bomb lady, cause I stay fly. It's gonna be a fun day when we get inside. Chilling out, I be gazing at the night sky. In and out, stay connected with no Wi-Fi. Gotta keep some exotic, so I stay high. Gotta hustle every day just to get mine. Bust it, bust it, bust it, bust it. You gotta be your own way. Let me see you move. Drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it. All night and all day, this is what we do. Bust it, bust it, bust it, bust it. You gotta be your own way. Let me see you move. Drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it. All night and all day, this is what we do. You can call me the Minnesota Songman. Take a look at my guns, I'm a strong man. Used to do my own dirt as a young man. Now I gotta go to work as a grown man. Got my own groove, now I got my own style. Grew up a Minnesota wild child. Had to ski my own way in the wintertime. Now I ride my own wave in the summertime. Bust it, bust it, bust it, bust it. You gotta be your own way, let me see you move. Drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it. All night and all day, this is what we do. Bust it, bust it, bust it, bust it. You gotta be your own way, let me see you move. Drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it. All night and all day, this is what we do. Ain't nobody colder. I'm from Minnesota, just keeping it cool. I'm just keeping my cool. Ain't nobody colder. I'm from Minnesota, just keeping it cool. I'm just keeping my cool. Oh, catch you do frame, I'm a nice guy. Come at me wrong, I can be the bad guy. Gotta keep it bomb lady, cause I stay fly. It's gonna be a fun day when we get signed. Chillin' out, I be gazing at the night sky. In and out, stay connected with my Wi-Fi. Gotta keep some exotic, so I stay high. Gotta hustle every day just to get mine. Bust it, bust it, bust it, bust it. You gotta be your own way, let me see you move. Drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it. All night and all day, this is what we do, what we do. Ain't nobody colder. I'm from Minnesota, just keeping it cool. I'm just keeping my cool. Ain't nobody colder. I'm from Minnesota, just keeping it cool. I'm just keeping my cool. Ain't nobody colder. I'm from Minnesota, just keeping cool. I'm just keeping cool. Bust it, bust it, bust it, bust it. You gotta be your own way. Let me see you move. Drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it. All night and all day, this is what we do. Bust it, bust it, bust it, bust it. You gotta be your own way. Let me see you move. Drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it. All night and all day, this is what we do.
All right, y'all. So we back, man.
Yo, Malfunction, what's up?
Malfunction in the house. What's up, brother? Man, this election was interesting. Sky, we was kind of talking about this before the show. Man, I was shocked at how fast I was able to get in and out. That was just bizarre. Shout out to my oldest, man. She voted for the first time.
Congrats.
So, you know, good job. Congratulations to her. But it was fascinating, man, being able to get in and out. I got that they actually called it the night of. So
Yeah.
I was shocked that they did that, man. They called it that night. Because remember, in 2020, it almost felt like it took them a good 3 or 4 or 5 days to call it, which was odd in itself.
Absolutely. The two things that I take from it is this: a really normal, good election from people who's able to vote, right? 18 to when you die, and you're able to vote. You're not a felon, whatever. You are able to vote. Is 60% of the country turns out to vote, right? We was nowhere near 60%. So most times when a lot of people turn out to vote, usually Democrats win. When not, a lot of them usually the Republicans win. So congratulations to Donald Trump and the Republicans for the House and the Senate and all that good stuff. But when people are talking to me about Donald Trump and Project 2025 and all this stuff, I'm like, hold on. Remember, when Obama won, he had the Senate and the House too. And all the shit that he tried to shove down people's throat, they lost the midterm election. So he still has to be careful on what he has to do, because in 2 years, he could lose the House and the Senate, because Obama did both. When he won in 2008 or whatever, he had the House, the Senate, and the presidency. And then for all the stuff that he did in the midterm election in 2010, he lost the House and the Senate. So a lot of folks, you got to be careful thinking that it's cool when a president has it all. Now, what gets me is, and one of the things that Project 2025 is supposed to say is that he wants to get rid of, is it the 22nd limit about how many terms a president can do? Usually, I tell folks, I just laugh at it. But here's the thing. Do y'all know that 60% of the states have Republican governors? And out of all those states, the majority of them have Republican state houses and Republican state senates. So that's one of the things that could be true, because it takes 2/3 of the states to ratify the Constitution. So if there's something in the Constitution that Donald Trump wants to ratify, he got it. If over 50% of the states are Republican states and Republican governors, that part is what scares me out of anything. So why?
But you know what, Sky? This is why I say, and this is why I say we need to stop listening to television. We need to turn away and don't trust them. The media is one of the things that I trust the least. I don't think they do their due diligence and they are fair when it comes to reporting. Now, for the people that don't know, Project 2025, it was Project 2024.
Right.
It was Project 2024. This project, right? The thinkhead, the person that came up with this has been around since the Clinton era. This is nothing new, first and foremost. Some of these things that they claim that Donald Trump is getting ready to do, well, my question to them people is, well, if he was going to do it, why didn't he do it the first time? This isn't the first time we're experiencing his presidency. It's not. So if he was going to take away women's rights, he could have did that the first time, right? He wasn't trying to take away women's rights. What he was trying to do was take it away from the government and give it back to the states, which I think should always have been in the hands of the states. Republicans want less government. Democrats want more government. And I'm not for more government. And my issue with more government is they tax us over and over and over. And then when we go through something like a hurricane or a fire like they experienced in Hawaii, they do what? Give us $750. Well, what the hell was $750 when I done just lost that?
Absolutely.
Meanwhile, they take our taxes and they got all these proxy wars and stuff going on overseas. Why is our money going to countries that a lot of us don't even know? We can't point it out on the map.
Is that fair? Not fair. Absolutely, it's not.
It's not fair. There was people that got hit with a hurricane. A week later, got hit with a tornado and another hurricane. And you're telling them all you gonna give them is $750 to do what with? Are they gonna have to pay that back? Because usually when our government give us money, we gotta pay it back in some way or form.
If you don't claim it on your income tax, they'll raise something, for you to pay it back. Right. And again with the election, I don't think Biden was gonna win anyway. But they gave Kamala 195 days to campaign. That's unheard of. Anybody that's running for president, it takes 2 years. After the midterm election, they start running and campaigning. She only had 195 days. Biden could bring out that Obama coalition, because a lot of young folks don't care no more. They think politics is like wrestling; it's predetermined. So when you have young people, 18 to 35, that didn't vote at all, that was just that's crazy.
Here's something I want people to think about. If by majority the black population are Democrats, right? Then how is it that Joe Biden got 10 million to 12 million more than Kamala Harris and Barack Obama?
Because though they didn't vote.
If all of the blacks most of these are all America's races and blase, right? Well, how is it then if you think like that, Joe Biden got 81 million votes. Barack got what, 69? Kamala got more than him, 71. So how is it then that both of them had 10 million less votes than Joe Biden?
Because again,
how is that even possible?
Trump went from 10% of the black vote the first time to 22%. But it was the white women that put him in because they came out and drove. 78% of white women voted for Republican, voted to put him in.
And would anybody be shocked by that when they're going after their kids? They're telling their kids that they can teach them things on sexuality at 4 or 5 years old, that they can change their child can change their gender without their parents' permission, that they not think that them folks was going to come and they attack the church. You can't attack God. I don't know if people saying this, where somebody at her rally yelled out, Jesus is king. And she turned around and told them folks, you're at the wrong rally.
No, I did not see that. I didn't see that.
You can't do stuff like that. You attacking the church people, you're attacking parents, you know what I'm saying? Like, people just limited the elections to just him and her. I limited to the parties. What are y'all beliefs? What are y'all policies? You know, and one side to me is trying to put males and female restrooms. No. Did y'all not think people was gonna come out when y'all trying to do stuff like that? I don't even think people have, like me, I don't care what a person do in their bathroom. Or not their bathroom, but in their bedroom. I don't care. You can dress how you want to dress. If you're a guy, you want to put on a dress, fine. I don't have no issues or qualms with you. My beef start when you start including kids. That's where I got an issue. Leave kids out of this stuff. If you want to believe what you want to believe, fine. I don't even think it's cool. You want to adopt a kid? Well, you gave away your right to have a kid because you wanted to be with somebody that's exactly like you. So, of course, y'all can't have a kid. Leave the kids out of it. Why do you got to go ahead and now you want to bring a kid into that? Well,
it's hard because it's all over TV.
You can believe
it's all over TV, man. I watch a show called 911 with Angela Bassett. I don't know if you ever watched that show, 911. One of the most heterosexual guys, Buck, on the show, they have turned him homosexual. He went from being a player and dating women to now liking a man and kissing him on TV. I said, what happened? Where did that turn? I mean, that was just out of nowhere. It was no build up. It was just out of nowhere. So when they're saying that lesbian women can raise children, when they're saying people it's okay to be gay, this is what your children are seeing every day on TV. Every major program, television show has homosexuality in it.
Right. And you know, Stein, we've been children, so we know this, right? We've been children, so we know. Kids are some of the cruelest individuals on the planet. Children are cruel, right? So, what do you think is going to happen? Of course your child is going to be bullied for having two mamas or two dads. Yes. You're bringing them, and it's your fault that they're being bullied because you don't want to put them in that situation. Kids, you're likely to get bullied anyway for the shoes you wear, the clothes you wear, you know what I'm saying, your hygiene, and they come from the parents, right? Mm-hmm. So what do they think is going to happen? And now a lot of kids are going through bullying and stuff like this. A lot of them are offing themselves because they're confused. And they think that, their vision or view, everybody else gonna relate to that, and it don't work like that.
Absolutely not. I'm trying to figure out where did it turn, right? Because when I grew up on Nickelodeon, there was a show called My Two Dads. They were not gay. They were two dads raising a daughter because the mom wasn't in the picture. It was nothing about liking each other, sleeping with each other. There was a movie that I know you've seen called 3 Men and a Lady and 3 Men and a Baby. None of them were gay. It was 3 men, because the mama wasn't there, raising this little. Where did it come to the homosexual parts in those situations?
You know what?
The 2 men can raise a child without being homosexual.
Let me tell you, they've been pushing this stuff since as far as we can remember. Let me give you an example. Bert and Ernie in the tub, they never said that them dudes was brothers. You know what I'm saying? They never said what relationship them guys had, but you seen 2 dudes in the tub with a damn rubber duck. You know what I'm saying? Pee Wee Herman, Big Bird. We don't know what Big Bird is. We don't know what Big Bird, right? So they've been pushing this stuff on us. Smurfette and all them 100 blue Smurfs. Mm-hmm. Now you know all of them. What was she to them? It wasn't a woman around. Wasn't a woman around. It just went over our heads because we were outdoors. So it didn't really.
Was Barney a male or female?
That's what I'm saying.
What's up, Ronnie? How you doing? Malfunction wants to know, so do you think Trump's people set up the attempt on his life? I think all of that is crazy because I don't want to be a part of my own assassination, because if it goes wrong, then that's stupid. I'm going to set myself up to get shot at. Well, if he hits me, then it was all for nothing.
Right, and not only that, he didn't need it. I'm going to tell you why he didn't need it. Inflation. Man, you know, after my wife's surgery, me and my daughter, we went to Walgreens, right? Because they said for pain medicine, you know, Tylenol was one of the things that was recommended. Mm-hmm. Do you know that there was a Tylenol box? Guess the price of it.
$23.
That right there alone is enough to change people. When you buying orange juice and milk for $8, the price at the grocery store, try to buy a car. 7% interest is a lot. See, when we see the price, oh, this car is $19,000. Oh, we say, oh, that ain't bad. I can handle that. But when we don't factor in, and they don't teach us in a lot of these schools, which I'm glad that the schools is being ripped away, the Board of Education is being ripped away from the federal government and going back to the states, which I think it should have always been. They don't teach us that 7% interest, Sky, you know, that 7% is a whole lot. 9%, I know a dude that got 19% interest on his truck.
Oh, was it on his truck or
credit card? No, on his truck.
I know credit cards can get 19 to 34% credit cards. But on your auto loan, you up to 19%, he had to have like a 5-something credit score. And he put down like $2,000-$3,000.
He made more money than me. He made way more than me. You know, I know some other dudes that like 12%, 9%. The lowest right now on a car is 7%. Absolutely. That's considered good right now.
Then your friend probably paying.
So he didn't need to have that set up.
Man, he probably put $3,000 down and probably paying $1,200 a month on that truck. That's crazy. For 84 months. You know what I'm saying? Like, good Lord. Good Lord.
Try to buy a house. Y'all think Trump needed to try to buy a house and tell me did he need that to get votes? Try to attempt to buy. They said you can't even qualify for a house right now if you're not making at least $120,000 a month. When he was in office, all you needed combined were 65. 3-4 years later.
Because I didn't mean cut you off. We'll see, because a lot of people don't understand that when it comes to some things like oil and certain private sectors, the president can't just snap his finger and it go away. He can suggest, he can try to pass legislation, But once Trump gets sworn in January 5th or 6th, it's still gonna be a minute before y'all see these things go down. It ain't gonna go down February 1st. So I'll see what Trump can do within the first 100 days of 2025. But I don't want y'all just think he can snap his fingers like Thanos and all of a sudden it's gonna go from 7% to 2%. That ain't how it works. The feds control the interest rate, and they're a whole separate entity. The Federal Reserve, it's a whole separate thing. So yeah, but we'll give him a chance to see what he can do.
But he ain't even in office already, right? And let me tell y'all some of the things that's already taking place. Have y'all watched the stock market?
I do to a certain extent.
The stock market has the top has blown off of it. Bitcoin? Have y'all seen the value of Bitcoin right now? They are talking about, man, in Israel, Hamas is talking about, man, peace deals now. They're talking about peace deals to some of these wars going on. You know the good thing about having somebody unpredictable or somebody, man, that you kind of, you got to be careful because we know who to pick on. We as humans, we know who to pick on and who not to F with. We know. This dude, let's see what happened with these wars. Because this stuff wasn't taking place when he was in office the first time. So, as you said, Sky, it's not going to be a month or two. Give it 6 months and see what we get.
6 months.
Because now, you're right, Sky. He got all three branches.
And now he's about to do what the judges, because two were about to retire, right? Two of the Supreme Court judges. Yeah. So then he's gonna have nothing but conservative judges. And so for those of you who are really far left, really progressive, this is what's gonna hurt y'all, because they're gonna bring this country so back more middle conservative that a lot of y'all gonna be upset. Because there are women that if their 14-year-old daughter or son be like, I'm not a man or a woman, I want this, I want estrogen, I want these shots. I'm like, okay, let's do it. Now you can't do it anymore. All that stuff has got to change because they felt like the country was going so far left that people were just out of their minds with some of their ideologies. I get that. But if he can come into office and he can lower prices, get people back in homes, get car prices back together, everybody kept saying, well, he's going to give tax cuts to the rich. Okay, fine. Some of them will keep the money, but some of them will invest in other things. Because most rich people know if you keep your money in your pocket, it's dead. Cash in your pocket and cash in a bank account is dead. Rich people know that you have to take the cash and invest it in something that's going to grow your money. So most of them will take the tax cut money and invest in other things which will create jobs. So I was never concerned about rich people getting tax cuts.
I'm glad you said that, because enriching the rich, and let me come from two different directions on this, right? Inflation.
Go ahead, Gerald.
Inflation. Who do people think inflation enriches? Rich or poor people?
You know what? To be honest with you, I can't answer, because to me, when inflation is high, it affects everybody. I mean, rich people.
But who does it benefit? It got to benefit somebody, though. So who does it benefit?
You might have to answer that one for me, because I never thought about it.
If, let's say your cars, right? Say if you had cars, you were selling cars. And now you're making more money off the interest of them cars. Is it benefiting the buyer or
the seller in the bank? Absolutely.
Right. So inflation enriches rich people.
But look, can I give you a caveat? Can I play devil advocate? Okay. So let's say gas has gone up, Shell. Let's say Walmart has gone up. Let's say Kroger's. The same people that are bitching and moaning about high prices are the same people that have stock in these companies. That's what you're just saying. As a 9 to 5, I'm bitching gas is $5 an hour, $5 a gallon. But in my stock portfolio has shot up. You just said the roof has blown off. So you're talking out of both sides of your mouth. You can't have a 401k stock in Shell, but then at the same time be pissed off that it's going up. Because every time gas goes up,
but
your stock goes up. That's more money for you in your 401k.
You would think that, Sky, but a lot of people don't invest.
And
they have cigarettes.
That's what I was trying to say.
They have cigarettes, they buy beer, they buy marijuana, but they won't invest in
Absolutely.
stocks. They won't invest in Bitcoin.
Absolutely. Preach. Those are the ones that's going to hurt. Those folks right there. Yes.
Right. And here's something else. Why is it that inflation always happens when a Democrat is in office? Because inflation enriches, makes like if I got a product that was $5 and now it's $9, I'm making money. You're the one suffering because you're the one paying more for it because you got to buy it because it's a need. So it's enriching the rich people. So when people say Trump gonna make the rich rich, inflation makes the rich rich. These are corporations making money off of you, and you got less and less. And people don't think about that. I just want to make this one quick other point, Sky. It's good when the rich get richer, because guess who opened and offered jobs? It's not poor people.
No.
Poor people ain't the one creating jobs. Who's creating jobs?
The rich folks.
Rich people.
But let me piggyback off what you just
said, what's wrong with them being in the rich?
Damo, it's the lingo. This is why you have to get educated. It's the lingo, right? Inflation makes rich people rich. Tax cuts protects their money and assets. That's the difference. You know, it's like when people in music say the hook and the chorus. No, just in rap, they call the chorus a hook. A hook is any part of the song from beginning to end that catches your attention. The chorus is something totally different. I've been trying to tell black people that when they get into the music industry, stop saying the hook and the chorus is the same thing when you talk to certain people, because that is a lie. It's two different things. So like you said, inflation makes people rich. Tax cuts help them protect and save their assets. So either way it goes, the rich is going to be okay money-wise. Everybody has problems, but money-wise, they're going to be okay. So if I know that Dollar Tree, McDonald's, and all these people are making money inflation, I'm going to start buying stock in these companies, especially when they're low. If I can get a stock of McDonald's for $63, then I know inflation is coming. It's going to go up to $120 a share. So I've made $60 for every share that I bought. But like you said, we don't think like that. The average 9-to-5 person is not thinking like that.
No. And that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, we've seen what inflation has done to small businesses. I can't tell you how many small businesses that have went out of business because when we have to pay more, that means that less of our money is going to small businesses. If more of my money is going toward my electric bill or my food bill or this and that necessities and day-to-day essentials, then that means that that's less money that I have to spend with you. So it hurts your business. Right. Inflation hurts small businesses. Where I got both of my cars from, that auto lot is out of business.
No, absolutely.
How many? Look at all the businesses that have went out of business in the last 3 years. Gone. Some of them been around forever. Red Lobster. How long has Red Lobster been around?
Forever. As long as I've been living, and they filed bankruptcy. Sure did. But
y'all keep saying, well, man, he wants to enrich the rich. Well, that's a good thing. How do you think you got your job? If your job wasn't making money, you wouldn't have no damn job.
Absolutely. But here's the thing. Let's play devil advocates on that. Let's say your electric bill has gone up, right? My electric bill is, let's just say Middle Tennessee Electric. I'm going to start buying stock in Middle Tennessee Electric because if mine went up, everybody in the cities has went up. Their stock is going to go up, right? People are like, well, how do I buy stock? Let me see what's on your feet. Jordans, go buy stock in Nike. I have stock in Nike. I have stock in all of them, but I have stock in Nike. So every time Jordan and Jumpman and all these people go from $100 to $300 and these 9-to-5ers out here working 2 and 3 jobs to pay for, I just sit back and collect my money through stocks, through my dividends. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just hoping that people change their mindset and get really educated about money and how it works. And so when he was talking about, all she kept talking about is he's gonna give tax cuts to the rich. I'm like, I'm hoping. Now again, everybody ain't gonna invest. Some people are greedy, gonna keep their money. But the smart ones that you see on TV every day, the Elon Musk, all these people know you can't keep your money under your mattress, you can't keep it in your pocket, and you can't keep it in the bank. You're either going to put it in a CD, a money market account, stocks, or you're going to open up businesses to make you more money. And when you open up businesses, you have to hire people to do it. And that's where your jobs come from.
Well, we seen both of their, because they asked her, Sky, I don't know if you caught this. I think she was on The View. And they asked her, is there anything that Joe Biden did that you would change? I don't know if you caught that, but she said no. So we've seen the first time when Trump was running it, and I ain't talking about the COVID thing. That's neither here or there, right? Pre that though, we seen where we was at financially. I know I was making money, right? I've lived through these last 3-4 years. I didn't need them to debate to know what direction I was going to go. My wallet told me everything I need to know. And to be real, I'm going to put it out here because I know I'm about to piss some people off. That's something that I'm really good at. I went for my guy Trump. I don't care if Trump got on there and he would have said, hey, Damon, you N-word, and he used my government name, right? I care about my ability to take care of my family.
Most men are.
All that other stuff is all that emotional stuff. Thank God my mom didn't raise me on her own. And I was around, and my dad was, kind of had some feminine traits, but I was around enough men to kind of think logically. And logically speaking, I only care about my ability to take care of my family.
Absolutely.
All that other stuff, I don't care about. You know what I'm saying? Like what she was saying, what she was gonna do. You know how many people I've been around that say they're gonna do some shit, some stuff they ain't never did.
They end up doing it.
It sounds good.
Hey, let me tell you something. I'm in the wrestling business, so I have to have thick skin. So I've been called nigga many times by white folks. So yeah, that like you said, that's been rubbed off. I was telling the girl the other day about marriage, man. It's about loyalty, legacy, taking care of your family. Even in the Bible, I was reading Bible verses about we are supposed to leave something to our children and our children's children. I wish I could tell you the Bible verse. But on top of that, Damo, once I learned about the president, I don't care who's in office. When I'm making money, I'm like a chipmunk and a squirrel. I'm saving. Because I know somewhere down the line, shit's gonna hit the fan. I don't care who's in office. You will never have a great 10, 15 years. You might have a great 5 years and then it's gonna slump, but you'll be okay because you saved. And then what you couldn't save, you invested. If McDonald's stock go from $60 to $20, buy it. Because then the next 5 years, it's gonna come back up, and you bought it at $20 a stock, now it's up to $100 a stock. That's $80 that you didn't make. That's my mind frame. I don't care who has the House, the Senate, none of that stuff. I know 5 years, after about 5 years, I'm like, okay, some shit for hit the fan. No matter who's running what, I need to be prepared.
With me, whoever going to tax me the least, that's who I want. I don't even ask. You know what? I'm low maintenance. I'm a low maintenance voter. I don't require much. I don't expect no president to change and save my life.
Absolutely.
No, I expect you to keep them taxes down. I expect you to leave these kids alone when it comes to the sexuality. And then whatever beliefs you have it. But don't force them up on me. That's it. Don't force them on me. We good.
Yeah, and that's what I'll be trying to tell folks. Get out of this two-party system. Start, like you said, start being the head of your own household. But a lot of our young men, that's not what they're learning. That's not what they're being taught. They're taught how to run these streets, how to be pimps, how to sleep with a bunch of women, how to rob, kill. And so if nobody's teaching them how to be head of household, and not just black, I'm just talking about any young male nowadays. If they don't know how to do that, then they're dependent on the government to do this, that, and that. And then when things don't go their way, that's why they're on TikTok and YouTube now, bitching and moaning. Oh, Trump won. I'm ready to leave the country. Where the hell you gonna go? Where you gonna go? I ain't going no damn well. Whether he won or lost, I wasn't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy.
That's the other thing that's crazy about it. Do you know there are women divorcing their husbands because he voted for
Absolutely,
Trump?
absolutely. But see, that just goes to
You know how
conversation.
nuts you gotta be?
That's the conversation that was missed somewhere. Because my conversation with anybody, I tell you who I am at the core. Some things I've been, but some things about me is not going to change. If your husband voted for Trump, it's because, like you said, Damo, he ain't worried about all the misogynistic, the bigotry, he ain't worried about all that. Like you said, is Trump going to protect our borders? Is he going to protect our kids in school? And is he going to lower taxes? Because all men, that's what they're looking for, to protect not only our immediate family. See, y'all don't understand. Somebody like Damo is not only trying to protect his wife and kids, but let's say his mom, his dad, his cousins, his homeboys down the street that he's still close with. We talking about family. I'm always watching shit like The Godfather, how The Godfather moved. You know what I'm saying? Like, his job was to protect people, and that's what we are. And that's what we're looking for.
Right. Right. It ain't about feelings.
Right.
We don't really care about. I think that's the problem, man. You know what I'm saying? With a lot of females running households, is it's about their feelings and nothing's logical. And our government knew that, which is why they wanted men out of the house. You know what I'm saying? And so I see, it's funny to see a lot of females saying, you know, black men let us down. And I'm like, man, well, if you married the government, you the one that let us down.
And these women divorcing their husbands, they know where they gonna go. Where they going?
Some set gonna pick them up. Somebody gonna marry them. Ain't gonna do their due diligence. You know what I'm saying? Because if you got divorced over that, and I ran into you single, man, I deserve everything I get. If I turn around and marry you after you done divorced a man over his political views. And it's nuts. You got women out here talking about going on coochie strikes. They going on sex strikes.
I saw that. And then when he goes out and
cheat, cut their hair off.
And then when he goes out and cheats, you going to divorce him and say it was his fault. Okay, got you.
Well, actually, it's a good thing. Because these are women that's aborting kids anyway. They shouldn't even be having sex. So it's a good thing, man. That maybe some good come out of this. You know, some of them cutting their hair off.
I saw that too.
Like, what is that going to do?
I don't know. Again, Damo, it goes back to what me and you just said. They don't understand business, money, and finance. They've depended on the government all their lives because their mammy depended on it, their grandmammy depended on it. So this is all they know. And so if you're saying the Democrat wants to expand government and give that woman, did you see that woman that had like the 4 or 5 kids and she was excited that she was getting $3,000 in food stamps a month? Did you see that video?
Ain't that crazy?
Right. See, people like her and is upset because of Trump, shrinks the government. You ain't getting that $3,000 no more. But why would you have all these kids so you can get $3,000 a month and then brag about it on social media? See, it's silly shit like that I don't understand. Because that's our tax money. That's all. So that $3,000 that I'm getting every month, me and Damo had to go out here and work that. And when we worked that, they taxed us. So what does that say for me and you, Damo? He might be froze. So, or anybody that's paying taxes. When that girl is sitting there waving $3,000 a month in food stamps for her 5 kids, I'm not knocking the kids because they didn't ask to be here, and somebody's got to feed them. But yeah, if the government, if I got to get them to go work, you got to get them to go work. The government taxes your paycheck, taxes your food, taxes everything that you do, and this lady can sit here and lay on her back and have 5 or 6 kids and collect free money because you don't claim EBT or SNAP on your income tax. If they can do that, then guess what? Now you see why people voted Republican or put Trump in office. That video right there by itself probably swayed so many people that lean left or was kind of left or was kind of Democrat to sway to the right. And a lot of y'all was at the family dinner. A lot of y'all was eating and talking about, hey, this is a Democratic family when half of y'all was gonna vote for Trump. You're sitting at a Democratic table, but you ain't gonna say it out loud because you don't want the family to own you. Same thing with Republican families. Y'all talking about I'm gonna vote for Trump. No, half y'all we're gonna vote for Camp Kamala. You know what I'm saying? So I like it that when you vote, it's a secret. Quit telling people who you voting for. Hold on, this is Damo. Hello. Well, I'm still live. I'm still on. This is live. Okay. Y'all give it a second. Damon's on his way back. But let's shout out the people who's talking. Ronnie, girl, how are you? Yeah, I know. The way things are going, I would have voted for Dolly the clone sheep. I get it. Malfunction, shouts out to you, brother. Hey, and I know you've been running for the Male Artist of the Year. Wyatt, hello, my friend. To you, your dad, and your mom. Congratulations on your dad becoming the new commissioner of RCW. Shouts out to RCW in Illinois. Rachel, yes, we're gonna come to Evansville to see you, to hang out. Thanks to you. Who else hit me up? Jasmine, shouts out to you and your mom, your dad, and your brother. Thanks for all of y'all that watches this every Tuesday. Please like and share, because we're just trying to get this out. You know, and don't forget there's a number at the bottom you can call if you want to come in and talk to us, whatever. But yeah, y'all just, I don't even want to teach y'all about politics, because politics is just, again, it's smoke and mirrors. I remember when Obama and John Boehner used to argue with each other. Obama's the president and John Boehner was the Speaker of the House on camera. And then behind camera, they were playing golf with each other. Stay out of the politics. The whole thing for any of y'all should be is to protect your household. First, get educated on money and how money works. Yes, if you are an A student in science, if you're an A student in history, if you're an A student in math, congratulations. If you're on the honor roll, congratulations. I'm not knocking none of that stuff. The principals list, the dean's list, that is fine. But you need to be on the money education list. You need to know how to start a small business to offset the income tax. So let's say you're a woman and you're used to getting $3,000 a year back for income tax. Well, you know, if you start a small business, all the deductions that come with that small business that you have to put into that business, whether it makes money or not, that goes towards your tax credit. So then that $3,000 becomes $5,000, right? Do y'all know when y'all do DoorDash or Uber Eats or Lyft, the federal government, look this up, the federal government gives you 58 cents per mile in deductions. I keep up with my mileage when I drive to do anything. The government gives you 58 cents per mile when y'all DoorDash and Uber Eats. So some of y'all just do it on the weekends. You have a 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, and let's say Saturday and Sunday you DoorDash, Uber Eats, or Lyft. Save that. They have free apps that allow you to save it in a PDF file. So when you go on TurboTax and they ask any other deductions, any extra deductions, or they ask if you started a business, yes. Now, what's the name of your business? If you just DoorDash and you really don't have to name the business, you can just call it whatever you want to, and then they be like, okay, well, you DoorDash this year because DoorDash is going to send you 1099. It's going to send you a 1099, and then all the deductions will go towards the tax that you owed on your 9 to 5. Then you'll see your refund go up. See, just little stuff like that is what you need to do to protect yourself and your money. When some of y'all come to me and ask about stock, I tell them, what the hell do you buy? Well, I buy Ralph Lauren. Well, nigga, go buy stock in Ralph Lauren. Because if you go to Operative Law and you go into the Versace store and the Ralph Lauren store and the Polo store, and it's 80 white people in there, then you need to be buying stock, because that store ain't going nowhere. Buy stock in what you see, what you use, what you wear. Buy stock in your electric company. Hell, if you buy a Kia, I drive Kia. I have stock in Kias. Buy stock in Kias, because if I'm buying them, other people are buying them, right? Start protecting your assets. Start building assets. Start protecting your assets. And women, if you're out here divorcing your husband because they voted for Trump, you're crazy. You're absolutely crazy. There's other things to leave your husband for him vote for Trump. That makes no sense whatsoever. I understand why a lot of men voted for Trump, and I understand why most black Republicans, not all, but most, are business owners. And like Damo said, they have thick skin. They ain't worried about him being a felon and all that stuff. Because a lot of black men that are Republicans that own businesses, a lot of them came out of jail. A lot of them that in their youth has been to jail more times than none. You know, have done all this silly stuff, gave their life to God, started businesses, and then they re-helped the hood. So a lot of them, that's where you get these lot of black Republicans from that's voting for Trump. So let's just give the man a chance as far as running the country. Just give him a chance. I mean, because after these 4 years, what is the Republican Party going to do? That's the real question for the Republican Party. What are y'all going to do after these 4 years if he's not able to get reelected? Who's going to come behind Trump and be as charismatic as Trump? Because Trump ain't stupid. He saw what Obama did for the Democrats. He saw that a lot of people voted for Obama because he was black. I used to go to, I won't say used to, but I go to WrestleMania every year. And they have the t-shirts that says, I was there. You know those t-shirts? Well, a lot of people wanted to make history, right? Didn't you want to be one of the people who say, hey, I voted for the very first African-American president, right? He saw he was charismatic. His voice carried. It didn't matter if Obama had a policy first. He gave people hope. Trump ain't stupid. He did the same thing. He's charismatic. His voice carries. And he gave Republicans hope. Conservatives hope. And so no Obama, no Trump. In 2028, it's going to go back to what most young people think politics is: boring and boring. Because a lot of them are boring. A lot of those damn Republicans, you fall asleep while they talking. You know, and they still don't be talking about nothing. It's just dull and boring. I would love to have seen Obama versus Trump in a debate. That would have been excellent. But Trump ain't stupid. Ain't no sense in trying to go against Obama. Wait till he leaves. Then you come along. I ain't mad at that neither. So, Damo, I guess I don't know what happened. He's the host of this show. I don't know how he fell off. You back, Damo?
Yeah, I think I'm back. I kicked something out of the wall.
Gotcha.
Can y'all hear me? All right.
Yeah, back. We can hear you, brother. All right.
Yeah, I kicked something out of the wall. I was like, I was happy that you were still on. I was like, I don't have to start this all over again.
Oh, no, I'm still live. We still going.
Well, you know, it just been, the reaction been crazy. I still don't trust the system. You know, I don't like mail-in ballots. I think they need to do away with them. I believe if you can't come and vote in person, then don't vote. You ain't really that serious about it. Because I don't care if I ain't had no legs. If I was just on nubs, I would have wheeled myself up there like on Trading Places and got me some way I would have made it to go vote.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
But you know the crazy.
But it's over with. It's crazy. People.
I don't know how that became an issue, right?
Sorry for interrupting.
Because the mail-in ballots started because two things, right? You had Americans who were overseas that were still Americans who could vote. That's one. And you had the military who's out on these boats and rigs and way out in the sea. So they were in person voting, and then the military mailed that's where the mail-in ballots came from. Or Americans that were overseas. How did mail-in ballots become corrupt? I have no clue, but that's where it started. So even if I was in the military, I still had to show my ID to vote what district and stuff I was from. I voted, they put the damn thing in the box, and they mailed it to wherever it had to go, and that's where mail-in ballots came from. That's where it started.
I think if I don't have a problem with them as long as they have the photocopy of the identification of the person who's voting. You got to show me this person is a real person.
Absolutely.
It can't be just them filling out some information and they're saying, oh, this is an American citizen. This counts.
Yeah.
No.
Because when you have a passport,
when we go down to vote,
as if we have a passport, they do it. You got to be there. They have to make sure that you are who you are. You ain't gonna just hop on no cruise ship and come back or go where you going. Yeah, I understand.
Exactly. So that's all it is. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole racist thing, I'm tired of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just need to stop that crap. Because we don't care. I'm just telling you. I don't care. He could have said the N-word to me. I don't care. If your policies help me do what it is that I take to help my family, that's all I care about. Because a lot of these rich people that's supposed to be for us ain't really for us anyway. On either side. They don't come to the, like they had beyond, think of all the celebrities on both sides. They ain't in the hood doing nothing for the hood. Ain't no rec centers going up. They don't have no programs for adults to learn skills. They don't have none of this. So we don't really care about it. Oh, he's racist. That stuff is so outdated, man. I don't care about no dang racism. Shoot, because hell, I got to worry about the racism in my neighborhood, the people that shoot, you know, the ones that got them pews, aiming them at. Am I worried about the dude with the towel, the little white sheet over his head, or the little brother over here that is gonna break in my car?
I ain't seen a white or black person with a white sheet over their head all my life. I've seen it on TV. I've never seen it. I've seen niggas breaking in. I've seen niggas with guns. I've been there, done that. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's time to move on. I shouldn't be seeing this in real time. You know what I'm saying? Right. Absolutely. Right. Absolutely.
The whole racism thing, I think they need to get back to policies. Start talking about policies. I don't care about ethnicity. I don't care about none of that. Talk about what you can do to help make our lives better. And it got to make sense. If it don't make sense for me, then no. I don't care what color you are, what creed, whatever you are. I'm not voting for you. If what your plan is don't align with the vision I got for me and my family, I don't care. Republican, Democrat, I'm just not going to vote.
And that's your right as a voter. Absolutely. Your right as absolutely. Right. But then what gets me is the people who don't vote and complain. Old folks told me a long time ago, if you don't vote, don't complain. Don't fix your mouth to complain about anything if you didn't get up off your butt and attempt to go vote.
Well, you can complain, but
you ain't gonna change that. You ain't gonna listen. But yeah, I mean, no matter what you think about politics, that's separate. People die so you can have the right to vote. So at least respect those people who gave their lives for you to have the right to vote. Quit taking voting and politics and putting it in one pot. That's two different things.
Right.
Get out here and vote for your aldermen, your city councilmen.
Those is what matter the most.
Get out here and vote and get heard. Don't just be sitting at home watching TV upset because they say it's gonna go this way, it's gonna go that way. That'll drive you crazy.
Sure will. And at the end of the day, the most important thing is we got to start getting our families in order. We care more about who in that White House than who is in our house. Why don't we focus on that? Focus on these 2-parent homes. Why don't we do that? We can't even do right by our kids, and we worried about a politician doing right by us.
Absolutely.
You know? Scott, I'm getting some of these crazy little topics that we had. Some of them, this is kind of funny, actually. So I think the first one I'm going to go ahead and jump into, and I think this lady made a good point. She was like, you're going to need more than just a hoe to keep a man. So I'm going to turn this music down. I think this woman made a valid point, and we're going to go ahead and jump into this. So let me stroll down, turn this music off because I want y'all to hear this.
Let me tell you something. You got to have more than just a hoe, okay? You're going to need more than just a hoe to keep a man. You know, and I'm speaking to you women. I'm really speaking to you women today. Y'all think the world of that little upside down triangle between the legs. Let me triangle. You know how many women have one?
Oh my gosh.
And then you think that I know. But all thing the same. If you think that's all you need to get and keep a man, and not just a man, but a husband, honey, you got nothing coming. And I pity you that is the only place where you find and see your value is the
man. Preach it,
Woo!
preach it, preach it. I know girls right now, that's the only value that they think they have is what's in between their legs. And I'm saying, if that's your value, that's why you attract the men that you attract. That's why. But
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. The only difference is the faces and personalities that wear them.
That's it. Absolutely.
All I'm saying. I'll be talking about, how did he leave me for her? She got the same thing you got, but maybe she know how to cook. Maybe she know how to clean. Maybe she know how to shut the hell up. You know what I'm saying? And not nag. Maybe she know how to do a lot of qualities that you just don't have. Your shit good, but after we done had it, then we forget, man, an hour later, and now it's on the other stuff.
Thank you, Damo. I tell women what I was taught, right? If you stroke a man's penis, you keep him for a night. If you stroke his ego, you keep him forever. Women, I'm going to say it one more time because y'all are listening. If you stroke his penis, you keep him for the night. If you stroke his ego, you keep him for life. Absolutely. Right. And then let me tell y'all about me because I'm transparent sometimes. At my age, it ain't even about sex. I have 3 kids. I'm in my 40s. All that sex shit happened in my 20s. Now, I'm more concerned about others. Like he said, if I'm coughing, can somebody take me to the hospital? Will somebody go get some soup? If I break my wrist, will somebody help me out? You know what I'm saying? All you got is just hand jobs and blow jobs and sex, and and that's all these guys gonna use you for. They gonna love you.
It don't mean nothing when you don't have your help. Right. Because you're right, Sky. It don't mean nothing when your help deteriorate. You know what I'm saying? And you need somebody to wipe your ass, or you need somebody to help you up on that pot, or you need somebody to go get you a glass of water, because you can't keep this calling your kids. Some of y'all wearing your kids out. Y'all kids tired of y'all. And y'all wonder why they don't come by on the holidays, because you used them up all the other day. You know what I'm saying? So you better find you somebody that you can go through with the end of this life with, and just, cruise control.
Absolutely.
Cruise control.
Absolutely. Y'all ain't got to agree on everything, but you just agree that, hey, for the rest of our lives, we got each other's back. That's it.
And that's a
absolutely. Because let's be realistic. Most men, when they get into not all men, but they get into their late 60s and 70s, hey, they can't get it up no way. And women, when they go through menopause, sex goes down. So when you in that relationship where sex is no longer there at all, that's when you know you have a true woman, because we all gonna get there. We all 80s, 90s, we all gonna get to the point where we just ain't having sex no more, or we having sex once every 10 months. That's when you have to start building these women now and finding you a good woman now. Don't wait till you're 100 to find you one. She don't want to be judged. Like Anna Nicole Smith. Find you a good woman. But ladies, especially y'all young ones out here, man, if y'all don't get yourselves together, times is hard.
It'll be too late. Because you can't, like I said, your kids gonna have families. They gotta tend to. So when you go down, then what? Who gonna take care of you when you can no longer take care of yourself? You never know when God gonna come through and be like, rah, I want you to go through this. I want to teach you a lesson. Here goes some breast cancer. Yeah, rah. Here go high blood pressure. Rah. Here goes diabetes. Rah. You blood in your scalp now, and your teeth falling out.
You right.
You better have somebody there.
Absolutely. So yeah, I agree with her 100%.
Man, Sky, we gonna get to, because there's some more good topics we got to go through. But as y'all know, we are coming down to the final countdown to the Soul Driven Male and Female Artists of the Year. So I'm going to start showcasing them more and more during the show. So Make sure y'all check out actually Malfunction, man. I'm gonna play Malfunction right now. Shout out to Malfunction 365. You always come through showing love. So this is his song, and we will be right back. If y'all watching, please share the live. All right.
We smoking all the time, so go on ahead and roll one up. Twist it, lick it, pack it, light it, go on ahead and get fucked up. We do it all the time, you see I'm doing fine. Making banks, living life out, no deadlines. We smoking all the time, so go on ahead and roll one up. Twist it, lick it, pack it, light it, go on ahead and get fucked up. We do it all the time, you see I'm doing fine. Making banks, living life out, no deadlines. Top of my head, I'm off the top of my game. If you don't know it now, you remember my name. I smoke so much weed, man, you wouldn't believe. Fire all the damn time, just burning them trees. No, there ain't nothing to it, that's just how life goes. So bury all your haters with this weed, now hit this road. Soak it up a little bit, now let it all sink in. With this right beat, deadlines they never win. As the beat keeps me going, my words forever flowing. Malfunction's back now, and we snapping on it. Just rip it, you feel it, can't hold us down. That B6, so kill it, we will right now. Music's in my life, so I plan to treat it right. It's a part of me, hip-hop's in me, my music is my life. It's a guarantee this love is mine, forever staying true. Music made me, it can make you too. We smoking all the time, so go on ahead and roll one up. Twist it, lick it, pack it, light it, go on ahead and get fucked up. We do it all the time, you see I'm doing fine. Making banks, living life out, no deadlines. We smoking all the time, so go on ahead and roll one up. Twist it, lick it, pack it, light it, go on ahead and get fucked up. We do it all the time, you see I'm doing fine. Making banks, living life out, no deadline. Yes sir, I'm the man, no I'm not being cocky, see. It's just some clever word playing with the rhymes, I keep it coming. It comes out of me erupting, you can tell it's in my soul. My dreams are never coming true. It's no thing, it's all me. As I say it with my chest, I'm calling all the music lovers around the world. If you're hearing me, say it loud, boys and girls, come on. It's all about the weed, so I smoke it all. Get ready, set, time's up, you fall. I'm already here, rolled up, let's go. I'm SpongeBob now, so ready, so blown. My stages set this game on, my papers made them stack so grown. Grown man shit, what you know about it? Rolled up weed, we know all about it. Think I'm crazy, hell no I'm high. Stay fucked up, you know that's why my eyes are low and oh so red. This blunt so big, I'm blowing what's left. We smoking all the time, so go on ahead and roll one up. Twist it, lick it, pack it, light it, go on ahead and get fucked up. We do it all the time, you see I'm doing fine. Making banks, living life out, no deadline.
Smoking all the time, twist it, lick it, light it, smoking all the time, twist it, roll one up. Smoking all the time, twist it, lick it, light it, smoking all the time, twist it, roll one up.
Man, shout out to Malfunction, man.
Yes, I'll tell you.
365.
And the best of
All
luck,
right,
man,
man,
on
that
the.
sounds dope. And shout out to everybody.
Yeah, I want to say shout out to you, Malfunction. Shout out to all the nominees, men and women, and best of luck to all of y'all, man. I'm gonna be proud of whoever wins the first female and the first male, because I've done it before. I've been the first to win a championship, and it's nothing like being the first. Because I mean, You can have people come after you and win 10 or win, but you can only be one first. So if I might have been the first to win a championship, hell, there might be somebody that might win it 50 times in their lifetime or keep it for 20 years, but they can never say they was the first. So that right there is an honor amongst itself. So congratulations to the nominees, to men and women.
Man, I couldn't have said that any better, Sky.
And shout out to you for putting it together, Damo. I mean, it just goes to show you that it takes somebody to see this is what we need, because I never thought the music industry was dead in Nashville. Shout out to Rob D. Never thought the music industry was dead in Nashville. I just think we didn't have enough powerful people to get together and do things like this. That's all. That's all it was. A lot of people are more creative rappers and entertainers. You need more business like me to get together and say, I'm gonna pull my resources together and do this. And thank you for that.
Man, I appreciate it. I want to thank the artists, man. I don't even want credit. I think it goes to the artists, because artists, being a former artist, I know the hard work that it entails, as far as like not just the production, but even the marketing and promotion part. I know how hard it is. So I want artists to feel appreciated. So, man, why wouldn't I want to do something like this? And then artists get to come on a platform and just actually promote themselves and anything else they got going on. So shout out to all artists that I've interviewed, and even the ones that have yet to interview with me, man. Shout out to them too. Looking forward to hearing from them in 2025, and let's grow this thing.
Absolutely.
This money, to let y'all know, this coming out of my pocket. This how much I want to show y'all how much I appreciate y'all. Y'all are worth it. So.
Absolutely.
Man, this lady was talking about interest versus value, and Sky, I think she made some really good points. And some points I think females need to hear, because I think females get real confused when it comes to our interests, or what we take interest in versus what we value. So, without further ado, let's hear this young lady talk on this. And
I think social media has made people feel like everybody wants to date me. Do you see how many likes I got on my picture? Do you see how many people are in my DMs? But interest doesn't necessarily mean value. Just because someone is interested in you doesn't mean they necessarily value you, or they actually want to date you. They might just want to smash you. So if we're honest about what it is, most people are getting a lot of attention, but that doesn't mean that they're getting a lot of respect. And the truth is, there aren't that many people that truly value you. I think social media has made people feel like everybody wants to date me. Do you see how many likes?
All right, so she's going to do that. We ain't going to let that loop. So, Sky, let's go ahead and jump on that, man. Let's talk about that. What do you think?
She's absolutely correct in everything. I was always taught what you have is what you value, right? So let me think, what is it that I don't have in here? Well, something, just whatever. Whatever I don't have in here, I don't value as much. What I do have, I value. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to make sure that I have it. So at the end of the day, it goes back to the lady that was saying the whole thing. You need more than just the whole. People that are in your DMs and these people that are saying sweet nothings in your ear, they just want that whole. Once they get the whole, they're done. And so what happens when the whole no longer works or is no longer good or just whatever? Like you said, it's 24 hours in a day. Let's just say you can have sex for 2 hours a day. What do you do with the other 22 hours? So you have to find somebody that's going to value you for you, your thoughts, your ideas, this, that. You find somebody who's just like you that loves to travel. Find somebody you value for the rest of your life, because that right there is more valuable than money, gold, belts, houses, cars, because none of these things can save you. When you die, you can't take none of it with you. But the one thing you will take with you when you take your last breath is your memories.
And I'm going to tell you, and the memories don't always have to be separate.
No, they don't.
Let me tell you, one of the most memorable things that come from my wife was a meal she cooked. The very first meal she cooked for me. I will never forget. You know what I'm saying? I think about that. I done had dreams about that meal. That's how damn good that meal was. You know, you put your foot in knuckles in when you can remember it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's value. You know, and that's something that all of y'all got that upside triangle down there. As she said, the upside down triangle. And not all of y'all can cook. Not all of y'all can cook a memorable meal. So what's more valuable? That upside down triangle or that meal that you cooked that man can remember, man, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 years later?
But the triangle is just the cherry on top, right? If you find a woman who can
put a cherry on top of it.
Well, I was just saying a euphemism like a cake or something. Like that's just the cherry on top of the ice cream, right? So if you find a woman, that can cook, clean, God-fearing, loving, and then you have the sex with it makes it even much better. We've all been there. I don't know if anybody has paid for sex or been with prostitutes or whores or whatever. If you're a man, you've probably been there. That sex is different. You're just trying to get a nut off. But having sex with somebody you in love with that you married to, that's a whole different connection. That's like a soul connection right there. So again, that hole can go from being just a hole to being something, like we said, you have the whole milkshake. The wife is the milkshake, and that upside down triangle is the cherry on top. Because most people, what they do, they eat the milkshake first, then they do the cherry last. Is that how they do it?
Shit, I don't know.
It's the icing on the cake.
I ain't just mad.
It's the icing on the cake. So yeah, there are a lot of y'all, what they call nymphos. A lot of y'all sex drive is just high as shit. So I understand you ain't thinking about marriage. You're just thinking about humping like some rabbits. But eventually, that hole is going to get to the point where it's tired of humping, and other parts of your body is going to need attention. I mean, think about it. Coming home and your spouse gives you a nice back rub, a foot rub. You know what killed me one time, Damo? I had a friend, he told me he don't like touching feet. I'm like, nigga, you eat cootie and booty hole, but you don't like rub
cootie and booty?
I didn't say suck her toes. I say rub her feet. But this is what he told everybody. That this is what he likes to do is blowing girls' booty holes and coochie holes. But you don't want to rub the woman's feet? What to me, what you just said was more nasty than to be rubbing my woman's feet. Like, that's crazy. Some people just don't like touching folks' feet. And I was like, but the shit you do with your mouth is more accessible than what you do with your hands and your woman's feet. So, you know, it is what it is. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I gotta move on. I'm moving along from that brother man. You're a sick fuck. You know what I'm saying? You're a sick individual. That's all I can say. But you know, man, I want to talk about this because I thought this was pretty funny. Scott, I don't know if you heard about this. So, but without further ado, here we go again.
It's a Costco product getting lots of attention. It's called the Ready Wise Emergency Food Supply, but shoppers are calling it the Doomsday Bucket. Video from cookbook author Jeffrey Eisner discovering the buckets is going viral.
I guess this is for when the apocalypse hits, which could be any time now, right? Who knows?
The bucket is packed with 150 servings.
You have teriyaki rice, you have pasta alfredo, a cheesy macaroni, an apple cinnamon cereal, a tomato basil soup with pasta. I mean, you also have Southwest rice and beans, even vanilla pudding.
Eisner decided to give the pasta alfredo a try.
So the two things that are important are water and heat. Just told me to add 6 cups of water and the contents of the package. And step 2 is to bring it to a boil. And then it says to allow it to simmer for 15 to 20 minutes. So let's lower the heat now. Just give it another little stir here. It smells pretty good in here, actually.
He was pleasantly surprised.
Looks like a nice, rich Alfredo. I'm impressed. Like, this is impressive pasta, fancy pasta.
And now for the taste test. Inside Edition producer Emma Cady gave it a try.
That's delicious.
I'm so glad you like it.
The so-called Doomsday Buckets cost $63. And no need to wait for the end of the world. They can also be used for camping. The food is supposed to remain good enough to eat for, get this, 25 years.
I don't think there's any reason for any of us to be afraid of this Alfredo.
It's a Costco product getting lots of attention. It's
not afraid of this. That's funny. That's funny that he had to add a joke to that.
To me, that's a little weird. Because I mean, we've all watched movies like The Walking Dead and zombie movies. If the apocalypse is coming, are we talking about like a meteorite hitting the earth, or zombies, or The Walking Dead? Who in the hell is thinking about eating? Not one time have I watched any of these movies and shows, and they talking about, well, let's fry up some Alfredo from. Hell no! You first of all, you're trying to survive and hope something don't bite you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand the concept, but let's say we have a nuclear war. If nukes hit this earth, we're gonna be underground for at least 5 to 10 years. Where you gonna get water and heat and everything else up underground?
The air with it. You know what? That is one of the smartest things. And you know, that is a good question, Sky. Even if, say if the world was to go kaput, well, you got to add water to it. Where the all water gonna come? I mean, are you gonna already have ready-made water?
Because damn sure, don't go to the Cumberland River, Nashville, if y'all listening, because that water's terrible.
Oh, shit, don't go to any of those.
So, where are you going to get fresh tap water if the earth is going kaboom? Now, again, it depends on the apocalypse. If you can run into Kroger's or something, get you some of that bottled water, and okay. But from what I see on TV, ain't nobody really thinking about what they gonna eat. They try to run to safety, and then the ones I seen about nuclear wars, it takes 5 years for you to be able to come from up underground to breathe the natural air. So I get it for camping. If I'm lost in the camping and I'm trying to just hide from bears and lions and tigers and I need to eat, fine. But an apocalypse, man, come on, that's the last thing on your mind.
Man, hell, because if I gotta live underground, what happens after a year or 2 years? What is that gonna do for me? And you're right. If the water is smelling like battery acid, then what the heck?
Absolutely.
What am I gonna cook it on?
Now, some of these rich people might have underground bunkers that's already ready-made like that. That already has a stove and fresh water and is already just ready for doomsday. You know what I'm saying? But the average human going to Costco ain't prepared for that. I'm sorry.
Man, that's
that is nuts. Folks are crazy.
And you're right. You know, because it goes back to when you know I asked this question before. You know, man, when we do have event great proportions, then guess what? You need to be focused on, if you're trying to survive, a boat, some floaties, you know, a life jacket, some stuff like that, one of them gas masks. What good is that food gonna do if I don't make it to a safe place anyway?
Absolutely. That is absolutely correct. And then even if you make it, how long is that food going to last? If you have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people all in the same area. I mean, look at Katrina. They had thousands of people in the Superdome, man. Thousands. Imagine how they was going to them bathrooms. Let's just say the Superdome has 20 bathrooms, right? But you have thousands of people in there? Come on, man. That's what you're gonna run out of everything.
Man. You know, people priorities in the wrong place, guy.
Yeah.
Okay, you're right. The hell, you most likely gonna get jumped over that. You walk out with about 2 or 3 buckets of that and think you ain't gonna get damn jumped. They gonna stump a mud hole in.
Absolutely. Have you watched the movie Civil War? You didn't watch it?
No, I heard about it, but I haven't watched it yet. Maybe that may be something I do after the show.
Yeah.
Who was it?
The girl from Spider-Man, what was her name? You remember the first Spider-Man that came out in the early 2000s? I can't think of her name. But she was in it and a few more other people in it. But, you know, it just made me think about if a civil war actually, you know, broke out or whatever. Maybe it would be good for that because, you know, you might have sanctuary cities where you can go and relax for a little bit and eat and think about. But a total apocalypse, man, that's the last thing on your mind is putting anything in your stomach.
Right. You just trying to
just
survive.
yeah.
That month.
And then you gotta carry the bucket. It ain't like the food can carry itself. Is it gonna be like Radio? Did you watch the movie Radio? You gonna put it in the little bucket and carry it, the little what they call it? I can't think of the name of the damn thing. But anyway, how you gonna transport the food from one place to another?
You're absolutely right, Sky. And shoot, more important, you better have some weapons to protect the food. Because what value is the food if you ain't got no weapons to protect it? Here, this brother with an AR, you know what I'm saying, a double barrel, he pointed it at you and you ain't got nothing but a slingshot. Yeah, what the hell, or a butter knife? I
know. But I mean, I see the concept, you know, but I'm just thinking, I don't think they thought that through all the way.
That's funny, man. And they don't be thinking about stuff
and he's sitting there cooking like he's on a cooking show with Martha Stewart. During an apocalypse, ain't nobody that calm and comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like he on a cooking show.
That's the last person who I'm gonna take advice from is Martha Stewart.
Like that's crazy. Or Paula Dean or whoever. You know, ain't nobody that comfortable sitting there in an apocalypse going on. Come on.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, hell, man, most of us don't even know where a creek or a mountain is. We don't even know how to get underground.
There you go.
That is funny, man.
These people, boy, they crazy.
Sure, it's good. You know what I think? I think it's about time for me to have some mountain friends, man. Yeah. Some friends way out. Maybe have some things that they may need and be like, hey, it may come a time. No, it's gonna come a time I'm gonna need you. So just be ready to accept me.
I would say like that. He has a survival kit. I have one like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to be friend. I have a friend like him. Just a real valuable friend. Hell yeah. Everything. Them the survivalists. Them the ones that we need to be friends.
There you go. I mean, we all have to go off the grid. If something hits one of those satellites or hits a couple of them, and the cities we have no power, no nothing, we can't cook. And we gotta go back to the old days. Gotta go out here and hunt. A lot of folks that ain't what they looking to do.
Don't tell me about it, because I'll be out here with these squirrels and these goddamn possums practicing. Sure. In the middle of the night. You know, I live by a reserve. Ain't nothing but wildlife by me.
There you go. So, I mean,
I see a rabbit with an arrow sticking out his ass.
You know, it could happen. I won't say it won't happen, but I don't think it'll happen in my lifetime. Let's put it that way.
I hope it don't.
I'll be in the ground by
the time. Boy, it get ugly. You hear me? If I got, man, imagine me running in some dress shoes in the mud.
Whether you're running from something,
most of the stuff we got don't have no value to it at the end of the day, Scott. Most of the stuff that we be having and we cherish, it really don't have no value.
None whatsoever, man. It has no value. I mean, I'll be watching commercials all the time about this iPhone 16. It has no value whatsoever, man. At the end of the day, if you was to drop dead, and that phone's gonna lay right there until they find you and the phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't for call 911. It ain't for you to get up and stop somebody and say, hey, this person, like all that stuff, man, is just crazy.
Right. You absolutely right.
It's just something to satiate America, you know. When the people, the powers that be, when they trying to pass legislation and they don't want America to know what's going on, this is when we watch Super Bowl and NBA Finals and iPhones, and it keeps us away from the important stuff that we should be thinking about. And I ain't gonna say I'm a hypocrite. When I was in my 20s, hell yeah, I wasn't thinking about what I'm thinking about now. Yeah, come on with that iPhone 9 or 8, whatever it was back then. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right. Because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you was talking about in our 20s, and the reason why it's like that is because, hell, I ain't own shit in my 20s. Shit, I'm broke as hell. So the things that mattered to me then, you know, don't matter to me now.
Absolutely. Once you start getting assets, you can't unlearn once you learn something. Once you start learning about the Vanderbilts, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, J.P. Morgan and Chase, You can't unlearn that stuff. And it's like, if they can do it, we can do it. You know what I'm saying? But back then, we didn't know. And if you didn't know, that's just what it was.
You're right. You're right, y'all. Hey, I want to thank y'all for tuning in, man. This has been absolutely fun. It don't even feel like we've been here over an hour and a half or an hour 45 minutes. That's nuts. It feels like the longer the show is, the shorter the time we've been here.
Absolutely. You're absolutely correct about that. You know.
Man, I just wanted to tell y'all, man, when it comes to these politics, because even if Kamala had got in, really, we still got to do what
Absolutely.
we got to do. We still got to take care of our families. So, Sky, you're absolutely right. When you say, no matter who in there, you know, I won't go as far as to say it's not important, but at the end of the day, you still got to do your part.
Correct. I still had to get up and go to work the next day, right? And even when they swear him in January the 6th and whenever, I still got to get up January 7th and go to work. Bills are still going to come. And again, whatever policies or whatever anybody's trying to do, it's not going to happen overnight. Like, what is that policy that just happened this year that they passed like 4 years ago? I can't remember. But anyway, Congress passed something. It was about the LLCs. If you own an LLC, you have to register it under another federal government to let them know who are the owners and the members of the LLC and the corporation. They passed that in 2020, and they said they had up to 2024 before it went into effect. So even if Trump passes something in 2025, if they say it ain't going into 2030, then what's really has changed for within them 5 years? I still got to put food on the table, clothes on the back, pay bills, put gas in my car. So don't let a lot, like Damo said, the media, don't let them scare you into thinking doomsday is coming tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Go to Costco.
Right. Right. Man, I want to take the time to thank you guys for being with us. Sky, you can probably name them all because it's more, I know on this end, I can see names, but I can't see all that was involved.
Oh, yeah, Ronnie, thank you. Malfunction, Wyatt, Jasmine, and Rachel. Thank all of y'all for tuning in and giving us your opinions and ideas. You know, thanks to everybody that's watching live. You know, like, share, comment. We want to hear what you have to say. That's what we hear on Tuesdays. But, you know.
Most definitely, man. And y'all know I like to leave with this. The only thing guaranteed in life is death. So don't worry about the things you can't control. Only concern yourself with the things that you can. And as long as you're standing on this half of the dirt, you have won. For today, you
absolutely won. That is the absolute truth. Every day we all have 24 hours. What do you do with your 24 hours?
That's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Sky, did you want to plug in, man? Off Top Radio?
Well, yeah, offtopradio.com. That is offtopradio.com. Tonight, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. The replay is from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Remember, any artist that needs radio play, hit me up, man. It's sky.black@gmail.com. Sky.black@gmail.com. Send it to me as an MP3 or MP4 so I can play your music. You know, then I can put you on the streaming service. For those of you who are artists or y'all know artists and they have music videos or anything, holler at Damo so he can interview you, play your music videos, all of this stuff. Because when artists realize that there are people out there that's willing to help, they keep moving and keep churning out things. What killed a lot of hip hop people in Nashville is because a lot of these venues that I used to rap at and all that old stuff went under. And then the ones that didn't, they didn't want hip hop anymore. So people are like, well, we can't do hip hop in Nashville. We got to go down to Atlanta. We're going down there. So, but now we're trying to make it, if you are an artist, whether hip hop or anything, we got your back. I'm a music publisher. We have your back. I don't want to see any genre of music die in the music city. It didn't say country city. It didn't say rap city. It didn't say bluegrass city, right? Jazz city. It said music city. And that's what we're here to do.
Most definitely, man. Sky, as always, every week, brother, it's a pleasure, it's
Me
an
too.
honor, and it's a blessing to have you hosting with me. I don't even say co-hosting. We are both hosts. You know what I'm saying? And you also do a show every now and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
too,
it's
man.
called
Plug that
the
in for
CEO
me.
Cartel. I just been so busy, man. I ain't had a chance to do it. I took mine for
Yeah.
like the night owl. So if you up for like 11 p.m. at night for 1 hour or so, just topics that come up that we talk about. But basically, it's about CEO cartels. If you're a CEO of anything, I don't care what it is, we should all get together and bounce ideas off each other. And that's it. I don't care if you're the CEO of tying shoes. You could be the CEO of making phones. You might have two different industries, but I guarantee you the marketing is the same, the advertising is the same, sponsorships is the same. So we can all talk to each other and network. Let's do that.
No doubt, man. Hey, thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate y'all. Make sure that after this show, y'all catch the recap, all
Absolutely.
right? So if you only came in halfway through the show, you can go back in a little while, go to mine or Sky's
Mhm.
page and watch the whole show, or
Absolutely.
YouTube. Now, usually on YouTube, mine's pop up the next day. I don't know what's going on with that, but you'll be able to catch the
Absolutely.
recap. So thank you guys again, man. We love
Absolutely,
y'all.
man. Y'all have a great day.
Peace.